All right, Nigerians, good morning. How are you guys doing? So this video you are seeing here is exactly what happened in Nepal. This is exactly what happened, what caused the massive revolution that happened in Nepal. Now, I have a question. How long are we going to be sitting and be watching these guys ripping us off? How long are we going to be waiting and people will be eating our money, the money that is meant to develop our country, money that is meant to provide basic amenities for us, money that is meant to build hospitals and schools, money that is meant to build infrastructures to better our lives, to stable the economy, and few individuals and their family will be eating it and be rubbing it on your face. And look at this guy is a son of a politician. I don't know who is his father, but I know he's the son of a politician because of his post, right? This is exactly what happened in Nepal. Now, if you don't know what happened in Nepal, it was few politicians' children that were eating the money of people of Nepal, showing it off on social media, wearing luxury clothes, luxury cars, living in a flamboyant life and outside the country, and having a good life and a good time, and they will be posting it on social media. At the end of the day, the people of some journalists in Nepal picked up these videos and posted it, and it went viral. When it went viral now, people started carrying the news, and the government officials started getting angry that their children are being posted on social media, showing off what they are doing and what they are doing with the public funds, and they got upset, and the government decided to ban social media in Nepal. This is exactly what transpired, what happened in Nepal that caused the biggest revolution in the history of mankind. And this thing happened, and government decided to ban social media in Nepal, and people started asking, please open the social media platform for us. This is some of us. This is the avenue of how we survive, for living. This is how we earn money for living. You can't ban social media platforms expecting the youth to keep quiet. At the end of the day, it becomes a very, very big problem, and they ended up, demanding for accountability, demanding for change of government, and it became wide. This is exactly what is happening now on this video. This guy is a son of a politician, and the worst part of it is that most of these politicians, their children are always wayward. I'm sorry to say, most of their children are always wayward because some of them are drug addicts. Some of them are wayward in the Western world, because most of them, what they do is, not even most of them, 100% Nigerian politicians, what they do is they send their children to America or to UK to have a good life. America send their children to UK and America to have a better life because they know very well that America, the system is working there and it favors their children, and their children will have definitely good upbringing, but abandon their own people to subject them into abject poverty. This is what they do. This is actually what they do, and at the end of the day, these children that they raise in America and UK will end up becoming nuisance in the society. Look at it. This video here is an evidence. How can this boy be useful to the society than posting these kind of things? Nigerians, like I said, most of the time, Nigerian youths are very weak. I'm sorry to say, Nigerian youths are very, very, very weak, because in a very, in a sense society, these guys should be prosecuted, because I don't know the reason why a son of a politician. In China, the other day, a minister of agriculture was sentenced to death. The other day, there was a minister as well that was sentenced to death. In China, you can't try all these things. In Asia, you can't try all these things. They hold their leaders accountable, and that is why there is no corruption in those countries. Even if there is corruption, there is no high level of corruption. That is the reason why we have corruption in Africa, and their children are acting like as if they are untouchable. Until when we start holding them accountable by ourselves, start speaking up when we are needed. Now that we are needed, we will not start getting things right. This video is an indication that Africa, we have a very big problem, and the problem is from the politicians, and the politicians need to be held accountable. That is why this channel is for justice, fairness, and equity, and we speak up when it is needed. And now it is important, like I always say, social media platform is not just all about like coming out to show what you have and all that. Social media platform, we should be using it with common sense, and be using it to speak up now that Africa is sinking. To be honestly speaking, I don't know the reason why Most of African youth are very quiet. Everybody's acting like as if it doesn't concern them. If it doesn't concern you, definitely will concern your children, your great-grandchildren that are coming. Is the kind of society that we're going to leave for our children to come? So we really need to start holding them accountable. This video says a lot about these people. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't care about us. They don't care how we're living. Look at it in Nigeria today. You can imagine that the government hospitals, there's no paracetamol in government hospitals. It's nothing to write home about. You're even talking about government hospitals. What about the government schools? You're talking about government schools. What about infrastructures? Roads are nothing to write home about. Poor electricity system. And we keeping quiet. We're acting like as if everything is all right. Because we feel like in our own zone, we are all right. Because you have a beautiful house, you have money to sustain yourself. But what about the children that you are living on this earth? Because nobody will be here forever. What kind of life do you think they will have? What kind of system do you think they want to inherit? A rotten system like this? I mean, till now, I've not seen this going viral on social media. And these boys are doing it like as if they don't give a fuck about anybody. You can do your worst. That's what they are doing. But the people of Nepal hold the bull by the horn and start speaking up and demanded for accountability, demanded for revolution, and it happened. There was a total change of government in Nepal. Today, it's also happening in Madagascar. Madagascar now is on fire. The youth are up to reclaim their country back from the scavengers, from the criminals in power. This is all we're asking for. It's not just all about sitting on the fence, complaining and complaining and complaining. At the end of the day, do nothing about it. What do you have to do about things that are going on in Africa? What can you do? Is it just only about complaining? This is the right time for us to start getting things right in Africa. This continent belongs to us. We have no other place that we can call home but here. So let's build our continent, make sure that we have a system that is working, and have a system that we will leave for our children, that our children will be proud of. That is all I can say. Thank you very much, and see you guys in the next one. God bless you.